We have the big mobile robots use case comparison ongoing here at Automation Awakenings. After we talked about the great use cases in the last episode, today we're gonna dive into the use cases that are not good or not yet mature to be automated. Thanks for watching and enjoy.
Automation Awakenings, your weekly dose of best practices for logistics automation.
Welcome back to Automation Awakenings. We are in the midst of our big use case discussion or comparison here, again with my partner in crime, Oliver Zuchowski. And in today's episode, we're going to dive into the use cases that we think are not yet mature enough to be rolled out or do not really produce a great business case. So I'm really happy to learn more about it, and I'm looking already towards Olli because this is his very expertise, and I'm curious to learn about your favorite, your favorite fail use case, so to say, that customers approach you when they would like to automate with mobile robots.
Yes, Matthias, thank you very much. I'm very happy that we included this topic into our podcast, because you cannot believe how often customers are asking me to automate use cases where I already know that this not gonna happen.
Yeah, I can imagine, and quite often your sidekick, so to say, in those discussions, actually, of course, taking care of my software part, but I'm already aware of your face expression when someone is talking about loading and unloading of trucks, right? That's your favorite one, I guess.
Exactly. So I would like to ask you, do you want to unload or load a truck in your facility with an AGV? I'm sorry, it will not work. Very clear message. Please wait. Don't do it. Don't start the experiments with some crazy suppliers which have somehow a solution which is working on a video or PowerPoint. It might be okay on that video in a very special environment, in a very easy case, with simple pallets with some bottles on top. Yes, that's fine. But now, please think about your real world environment. Think about the truck arriving in your facility. How does it look like? For sure, not
Perfectly stacked.
ready to be unloaded with an AGV in a fully automated way. And even if we had the solution available, it's much, much slower than any human operator. Just have a look, go out there to your yard and have a look how they are unloading these trucks from the side, for example, or also from the back. If you have a ramp, they are driving into this truck, picking up the pallets in a very fast way. And if you are doing it from the side, they are sometimes picking 2 layered or 3 layered empties, for example. How can this be done with an AGV? We are even struggling in picking up 2 layered now from the floor somewhere. How can you do it from a truck? So my first key message is, please wait if you would like to do it. I don't know when we will have this solution available. I would say 3 to 5 years, you just have to wait. And then let's evaluate it again.
What are the key inhibitors for this use case? So the use case of loading and unloading of truck, to lead you to this, to this decision, to this advice.
Yeah, first
Or
off, yeah.
maybe let me ask differently. What would need to change so that it becomes a really good business case, a really good use case as well?
Yeah, there are things that could be changed, but there are others that will never change. I would say. So first of all, you need fully standardized loads.
Okay.
Same pellets, clean pellets, similar things we discussed in the last episode. No foil, no strapping in a weird way. Everything accessible for an AGV, and pellets which are known to the AGV.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have to teach them, and the truck must arrive always with the same type of pellet.
Okay. Understood. So basically, this gap of standardization that we see in day-to-day logistics is the inhibitor today. Maybe in the future, the mobile robots will be able to handle that, but as per today, that would be the biggest puzzle piece that is still missing to create a match, so to say, between technology and use case.
Yes, and in addition, there are things you cannot change, at least for now. And this is everything what is related to transport safety.
Okay.
Usually, if the truck is full, it might be easier. But
Okay.
if it's not full, there are some, uh, you have some material to secure the pallets,
Yeah.
some straps or metal bars.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see a robot going inside dismantling some metal bars
Yeah.
from the truck before picking the pallet.
True. True. Yeah. Okay. So I think, guys, clear message from Ollie. Wait with the loading and unloading of trucks. Of course, it's at first glance it seems to be the El Dorado for mobile robots, but the technical maturity is not yet given. Straight and easy.
Exactly.
Okay, so which other use cases do you get confronted with, Ollie, that you have to deny or postpone?
Yeah, well, maybe something related to the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stay outdoors, which is also an inhibitor for truck loading.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to do it outdoors, it's
Yeah.
very difficult if you imagine you have there snow, fog, and rain.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about outdoor in general, there are use cases which are, I would say, starting to be possible.
Mm-hmm.
And this is towing of goods.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Imagine a tow tractor, as you know from old school logistics hardware, but instead of manual driver, it's running there autonomously.
Okay.
This is already possible. You can attach some trolleys with pallets, for example,
Mm-hmm.
bring them from your manufacturing area to the finished goods warehouse, for example, or dispatch area,
Yeah.
if they are in different buildings. This is already possible. Of course, snow here is the end boss, but also a human operator struggling with a tow tractor in the snow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so please don't think about snow, but rain is not a problem, fog is not a problem. So these use cases are already working. I would say here we are on the threshold to industry standard already.
So if you are the airport of Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi, where snow doesn't really fall a lot, that could be a really interesting use case for the airport operations, right?
Absolutely. I mean, of course, there you have to struggle with a lot of humidity and fog probably. I would say still fog is better than snow. Yeah.
Okay.
So it should work. And of course, imagine all the luggage which has to be transported. You could do it with an AGV. And actually, it's already running on certain airports. Like I know it from Toulouse Airport.
Okay. Toulouse, France.
Toulouse, France. They have an automated tow tractor there,
Okay, cool.
and this is pretty exciting. Yeah, I mean, yeah. At the end, we are arriving in the category of autonomous driving, also like autonomous cars
Yeah,
for passengers, right?
yeah,
It, it's a similar category with similar technology. So the faster the car is will be autonomous, the faster also autonomous trucks or tow tractors will be seen everywhere.
yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Very similar, and I also bet that the technology and the components that sit behind this application are pretty much the same you would find in a car. Okay, so to sum it up for the outdoor mobile robots, the conditions are important. So snow won't work. All other weather conditions look okayish to even good. And what is possible is this or are these tow operations that are already available to a certain degree. Okay, good. Let's not focus too much on what is possible. let's
Right.
let's move on and discuss about some other nice or not so nice use cases that you should stay away from as a mobile robots early adopter.
Yeah. Then let's talk about mobile manipulators.
Mm-hmm.
These are these underwriters with uh, arm on top of it,
Like how do you call them?
the
These arms,
cobots,
cobots. Yes.
cobots on an underwriter.
Yeah.
Pretty cool idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, same here. In theory, it's everything is possible, and it's working, but it's very complex.
Mm.
Mm, yeah, a good use case would be to pick up, for example, a box with this arm
Mm-hmm.
and then directly put it into a machine,
Yeah.
like from the warehouse to the machine
Yeah.
without any stop.
Mm-hmm.
This, I think it's a, in the future, it will be a realistic use case. At the moment, there are so many parameters to think about that it only looks nice in theory.
Okay.
But to getting it in action is then again a special machinery type of project,
Mm.
which leads to a lot of costs.
Okay.
So, and here in this episode, we are talking about like what is running more or less with standardized equipment, right?
Yeah.
And these cobots are only for, let's say, mobile robots enthusiasts who really would like to show off
Okay.
what is possible. And I would not recommend it at the moment to
Understood.
customers. Yeah, to start especially.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be a nightmare.
Okay. My big question, actually, when I think about those mobile manipulators, is whether either way in the future they will be replaced by humanoids.
That's a good one, yeah.
You know, because like this whole box topic is something that those early, early humanoid, products are basically focusing on. So, of course, not sure where the whole technology will develop or which direction it will go, but I think that box topics, either way, are something that are very prone to be located in the humanoids use case field, so to say.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like instead of optimizing the candle, yeah, maybe we should go for the light bulb. Yeah.
That's a good analogy. So nevertheless, coming back to our discussion, mobile manipulators, at least with an exclamation mark.
Rather wait.
Rather wait. Okay. Do we have something else that comes to your mind, Ollie?
Yeah, well, we mentioned reach trucks in our first episode
Yeah,
of use
correct.
cases which are actually possible.
Mm.
I have to mention them now again, unfortunately, because it's a use case for sure not for beginners, and it needs also a lot of adaptions, customizing, and you need to do your homework first and really check if your environment is ready for these reach trucks. And again, the reach truck with the technology we have available now is much slower than an operator. Usually, these reach trucks, of course, it depends as always, but they can pick or put up to 10 pellets per hour.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's really slow, right?
yeah, sure. Imagine, yeah, and an operator can do twice as much at least. Depends, yeah, on the know-how of this operator. Some of them are even faster.
Okay.
But as you know, this is like the most complex challenge in every warehouse to stack pallets on a height of 11 meters. So to do it in a safe way, this must be done very slowly.
Of course. Of course.
So for me, a question mark use case or a no-go use case.
Okay.
If your pallets are not standardized, if you have a lot of different types of pallets,
Yeah.
or second problem, if you have or need mixed traffic, because how do these typical high rack warehouses look like? You usually have on the ground floor, you don't have pallets, or pallets where you pick
Yeah.
manually single boxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, or there are even shelves with boxes. So you need to go and yeah, they are used for manual commissioning. And using such a high rack with the first floor or ground floor with for manual pickers, and then a high rack AGV working on the height of 11 meters and taking like super long to pick up a pallet, and the
Yeah.
operator has to wait because
Yeah.
it's way too dangerous to step into this aisle. Yeah, you will destroy your productivity. Yeah, so this is also not working. So you need like fully a full pallet high rack if you would
Okay.
like to use them.
Understood. Yeah. I think it's nice when you try to imagine what you just described with these high rack warehouses having like this picking area on level
Hmm.
0, and then above in level 1 to 5, 10 you have the full pallets. Makes me automatically think of IKEA.
Yeah, right.
It's the same there, right? You have like the pick area at the bottom, where on the ground floor basically, where you can then pick your chairs, your whatever furniture, and then above you see the huge pallets with the supplies, basically with the stocks of this particular item, which are then basically just picked and located at the ground floor once it's emptied.
Yeah, and this is for me the proof. Yeah, for what we are saying here. Actually, have you ever seen a reach truck AGV in an IKEA
No,
working there?
haven't seen it, but I'm not too often in IKEA, so maybe there's some big steps there as well.
I doubt it. And IKEA is playing in the Logistics Champions League. That's pretty clear. If they could optimize something with an AGV, they would do it now.
Probably yes. Okay, so with this nice example, let's close the big use case discussion here at Automation Awakenings. We hope that these 2 episodes have helped you to really focus on use cases, on ideas that you might have, and we are confident that you now have a really good list of use cases you can apply and roll out to your facility.
Yes, and we are interested in your opinion, of course. Are these the use cases which are a nightmare also for you? Or do you have other examples? We would be very interested. So please
Absolutely.
comment below, and we will check it out.
Thanks a lot. Take care, have a great rest of the day, and see you soon again.
Bye-bye.
This was another episode of the Automation Awakenings podcast. Visit us at automation-awakenings.com.